A long time ago, this land was peaceful and quiet. Before the storms of magic, before the kingdoms rose and fell, the valleys whispered only with the wind, and the rivers sang their endless songs. Forests stretched out farther than the eye could see, their ancient trees glowing faintly with gentle enchantments older than memory. Creatures of feather, fur, and flame walked side by side, and the people who lived here knew the language of the land itself. In those days, magic was not feared. It flowed like water through every stone, every leaf, every living soul. Lanterns floated through village streets without flame, guided by unseen hands. Healers spoke softly to the earth, and the earth answered. Even the night sky shimmered with quiet wonder, as if the stars themselves watched over this fragile harmony. But peace, like magic, is never truly still. Deep beneath the mountains, something ancient stirred, a forgotten power buried long before the first stories were told began to wake, and with it came whispers, whispers that would soon grow into legends. Legends of heroes, legends of darkness, and the story of how this peaceful land would change forever. It was an early morning. Argyle and his wife are peacefully held up in their small cabin with their son Phoenix. Argyle is currently making some stew.
Morning already. The sun hasn't even climbed over the hills, and someone is already awake.
Someone? You mean your child who's been running around the house for 10 minutes?
I wasn't running. I was practicing spells.
At dawn.
That's when magic is strongest. That's what the old book says.
The old book also says young mages should eat breakfast before attempting magic.
But I almost made the candle float.
Almost, you say?
Well, it tipped over first.
Which explains the smell of smoke in the kitchen.
Ah, so that's the powerful morning magic that I'm sensing.
Hey, I'll get it right today. You'll see.
Maybe after some bread and honey.
Your mother's right. Even the greatest mages start the day with breakfast.
Fine, but after breakfast, I'm trying again.
We'll be ready with a bucket of water. Just in case.
All three laughed softly as the morning ambience continues. But little did the small family know, this would be the last peaceful moment they would share together. As laughter filled the warm morning air and the scent of fresh bread drifted from their table, unseen eyes watched from above. A presence both strange and familiar lingered just beyond their sight. Hovering silently over the roof of their humble home was a being unlike any creature of the natural world. His slender human-like body floated effortlessly in the air, wrapped in a slow swirling aura of deep violet magic. Where a head should have been, there was only a single massive eye, unblinking, glowing faintly as it observed the family below. For a long moment, the being drifted in silence, studying them. Then, with a sudden surge of purple energy rippling through the sky, he called out,
Argyle! Argyle of the city of Drazil! I know you can hear me.
That voice.
Argyle?
The door creaks open. Wind rustles outside.
You've always had a talent for dramatic entrances, Sonnet.
You've always had a talent for hiding. I wondered how long you intended to pretend this life was yours.
Long enough to raise my family in peace.
Peace? You of all people should know peace was never meant for you.
Why are you here?
Because the world is changing, Argo. And the magic you tried so hard to bury is awakening again.
Then let it awaken without me.
That is not how fate works. And you know it.
Purple magic crackles softly in the air.
They are already searching for you.
Who?
Oh, the same ones who nearly ended the world once before.
Brief silence fills the air as they stare into each other.
Let us not waste time pretending. Argo, you know why I've come.
You've said enough already.
No, I've only just begun. The Book of Mach. Ancient, dangerous, and hidden somewhere only the natives of the land remember. Hidden so well that even I cannot see through its thread of magic.
Then it's doing its job.
You know where it is.
And you came all this way to ask politely.
Not politely. Strategically. Tell me where the Book of Mach lies buried, and I'll leave this place. Your home, your wife, your child, untouched.
Inside the cabin, there is faint movement. Phoenix and Althea listening.
I will disappear from your lives forever.
You expect me to trust you?
You expect me to wait patiently while that cursed book continues to exist? That book holds spells powerful enough to wound even a being like me. Do you understand what that means? If it falls into the wrong hands, it could tear the world apart.
And you want it so you can destroy it?
Yes.
Then find it yourself.
Do not test my patience.
You shouldn't have come here, Sonnet.
I gave you a choice.
And I gave you my answer.
So be it.
Argo?
Stay inside!
You chose pride over your family.
Mom? Dad? You're hurt!
Phoenix. Run.
Yes, run, little spark. Run as far away as your tiny legs can carry you. The world is very large, but not large enough to hide away from me forever.
Phoenix hesitates. Then footsteps scramble out of the burning cabin.
Leave him out of this!
Oh, I intend to. For now.
You've already taken enough.
No, Arkham. I've only just begun.
Phoenix runs deep through the forest. Night and insects, wind through tall trees, distant crackling fire far behind. The boy keeps running and running and running. Through tangled roots and towering pines, through darkness and fear that clawed at his heart. Behind him, the only home he had ever known burned against the night sky. Ahead, only the wilderness. But this forest was not empty. It was ancient, and it was watching. He stumbles and falls to the ground.
Hello?
Chief, there is a child here.
He came from the eastern woods, where the fire burns.
A calm, older voice speaks.
Bring a torch closer.
The man who stepped forward was old, yet carried the quiet strength of someone who had walked through many storms. Chief TAKOMA GREYWIND, a keeper of ancient magic, and a warrior who had once stood against the dark power known as Sonnet.
Easy now, child. You are safe here.
He destroyed our home!
Who did?
Sonic!
The surrounding warriors murmur quietly.
It cannot be.
We sealed him away long ago.
Silence.
TAKOMA kneels beside Phoenix.
What is your name, young one?
Phoenix!
The old chief looked into the boy's eyes and saw more than fear. He saw pain, loss, and a spark of something ancient, something powerful, something the world would one day need.
Phoenix, you have walked through fire tonight. Phoenix, but you did not break.
Father, who is he?
This is Phoenix. He will stay with us.
Stay?
I don't have anyone left.
You do now.
And so, beneath the ancient trees and the watchful stars, a boy who had lost everything found a new home, among the very people who once fought the darkness that had taken his family. And though none of them knew it yet, the child they had taken in would one day stand at the center of a battle that would shape the fate of their world. Years passed. The frightened boy who once stumbled through the forest in tears slowly found his place among the people who had taken him in. The tribe of GREYWIND became his home, their traditions becoming his own. Under the guidance of Chief TAKOMA GREYWIND, Phoenix learned the ways of the land. He learned to listen to the wind through the trees, to feel the quiet flow of magic beneath the soil, and to respect the balance that had held the world together. But he was not alone in those lessons. At his side, from the very beginning, was the chief's son, TAKOMA GREYWIND. The two boys grew like brothers beneath the same sky. They trained together, hunted together, and shared the same stories around the same fires. Where one went, the other followed. Phoenix learned the tribe's magic, the kind that did not burn or destroy, but guided, healed, and protected. TAKOMA learned the determination that burned inside Phoenix, a quiet fire born from loss, but shaped by hope. And through it all, Chief TAKOMA GREYWIND watched over them both. He trained them not only to fight, but to understand the weight of the battles ahead. For he knew something the boys did not yet fully understand. The day would come when the shadow called Sonnet would rise again. And when that day came, it would be these two young warriors who would stand against him. But time, like the river, never stops flowing. And even the strongest trees must one day fall.